Good morning, afternoon, or evening. How you guys doing today? Welcome back to Mr. Morrell's Algebra I and II class. Today we are going to be talking about multiplying and dividing rational expressions. Okay, guys, like I said, today we're going to be multiplying and dividing rational expressions. We're going to take one thing at a time. We're first going to learn how to multiply rational expressions, and it's pretty simple, guys. First of all, you're going to completely factor the polynomials in both the numerator and the denominator. Huge skill you want to make sure you really have under wraps. You got to make sure that you can factor like a monster. I mean, you just got to be able to factor anything and quickly. That's going to help a lot. Number two, rewrite the simplified numerator and denominator. Now that you've factored it out, make sure it's nice and neat. And then three, cancel out common polynomials from the numerator and denominator. Literally, that's it. Okay? You're literally going to do it. And then you just multiply. And remember that when you're multiplying fractions, it's numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. So, step one, factor everything first. Okay, so this bad boy up here factors out to be x plus 3, x minus 2. Excellent. Great job. This guy up here factors out to be x plus 5, x minus 5. Very good, because it is a difference of squares. This guy over here is x plus 3 and x plus 1. Because 3 times 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4. So now let's rewrite all of this. So I've got x plus 3 times x minus 2 times x plus 5 times x minus 5 over x minus 5 times x plus 3 times x plus 1. And now, I know I'm a little bit of a math dork, but I think it's fun now. Now it's just the fun part. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. And that's it. So we're left with x minus 2 times x plus 5 over x plus 1. And you can leave it just like that. Now, can you multiply this out? Yes, you can. But there's no point in doing that. Because if you did multiply it out, you want to refactor it to make sure you can't simplify any further. You had a question, my man.
So basically, you just bring in the two polynomials.
You multiplied numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator, but we do it in such an easy way that you're not really multiplying anything at the end. You're just canceling it out and you just bring it all together. Does that make sense, kid? Thank you, brother. Okay, let's do this next one. B. How can I factor my first numerator? That's exactly right. So I got 2 times x minus 4. Excellent. How about down here? It's a difference of squares. X plus 4, x minus 4. Excellent. Times, what about this bad boy? X plus 4, x plus 1. Somebody's done their homework. Good job. Way to go. And last but not least, and x plus 4, because it's a perfect square. So you could write it as x plus 4 squared, but this makes it easier because you really see everything that you have. And now, again, the fun part, you just start eliminating. So goodbye, 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 goodbye. What am I left with? 2 times x plus 1 over. Now, at this point, I know that I cannot cancel anything out, so I can write it as x plus 4 squared. Excuse me. Does that make sense, my brothers?
Yes.
Promise?
Yes.
All right. May I continue? Thank you. All right. Let's see what we got here. X minus 3 over 5 times, yeah, that's already Factored. You can't factor that anymore. Very good job, Apple. Thank you. And then, how can I factor that bad boy? Thank you very much. Take out a 5. So I got x plus 7. And then,
X plus 3x minus.
this guy's a difference of squares. So x plus 3, x minus 3. Now the fun part. See you later. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye. My answer is x plus 7 over x plus 3. Done. Just for giggles, what value of x would not be valid here? Very good. X cannot equal -3 because then it makes it undefined. Very good job, guys. Excellent. Okay, let's move along. D. Start. How do we factor that one out? Absolutely take out a 7. Well done, guys. Then over 4y, can't do much with that. Times 8, can't do much with that. Over y plus 4, y minus 2. You were on fire today, son. Good job. Well done. Now the fun part. Okay. 4 goes into 4 one time. 4 goes into 8 two times. I can take out a y plus 4 and a y plus 4. So my final answer here would be 14 over y times y minus 2. Great job, guys. Who's connected to the y, my man? Okay, so what? They're being multiplied. You can get rid of a individual number. Because remember, it's just a monomial. Now, if I had 4y, for example, I don't want you to get confused. If I had 4y plus 3, could I have done this with the 4 and the 8? No. I could only do that because it was a monomial. Thank you, my man. Does that make sense, guys? May I continue? Thank you. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's factor. What do we got? I could take out a factor out of 2, so I got x plus 4. Good job, well done. Over x plus 4, x minus 1. Excellent. Times factor out of 7, x minus 1. Over factor out of 6. Excellent. Excellent. Now the fun part. X minus 1, goodbye. X plus 4, goodbye. 2 goes into 2 one time. 2 goes into 6 three times. So my answer is 7 over 3 times x plus 5. Does that make sense, guys? Yes, sir, my brother.
If it wasn't separated by parentheses like the 6.
Okay. Okay, the question was, how come you canceled out this 6? Because I had factored it out already. It's outside of that polynomial. If you had this, though, you cannot take that 2 and that. You cannot do that. No. No. Thank you, son. Great question. As always. Good job. Great job. Okay. May we continue? Okay. For this one, let me just start giving you a little bit of a heads up. You never want x to be negative. So talk to me. You said you got this. What do you think you would do here, bro? No. Factor out a -3. To now make it a 3x. Yeah. To now make it x minus 5. See what I did there, guys? Are you sure? Okay, I factor out a negative because I want to make this x positive. Okay? Over 7 times, I'm going to rewrite this so it's 2x plus 3. And then now, little Cuban method action. 2x, 2x. So it's -3. Yep, so minus 10 plus 3. You're on fire, dude. Artificial factor of 2, so I got x minus 5. times 2x plus 3. Awesome. Now, look how valuable it was to factor out that negative from the beginning, because now I have an x minus 5 and the x minus 5, bye-bye. 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3, bye-bye. My answer is negative 3x over 7. Does that make sense? Please, please, guys, be sure to really understand this whole factoring out a negative thing. If I've got, for example, negative 7, 7 minus x, I don't want that. What I'm in essence doing is I'm dividing a negative 1 to everything. So I'm factoring out a negative 1, leaving me with a negative 7 and a positive x. But I want to write it like that, so that's why I change it to be negative 1 times x minus 7. Excuse me. Final answer's right there, my brother. Negative 3x over 7, sir. Thank you, my man. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, let us continue, please, with dividing now. When we're dividing, complete the division process first. Remember the song, state change, flip. First, do your state change, flip. Then, completely factor the polynomials in the numerator and denominator. Then, rewrite the simplified numerator and denominator. Then, cancel out the common polynomials and in the numerator and denominator. So the important thing here is first to state change, flip. You must state change, flip first, guys. If you don't do that, I'm not saying you're going to get it wrong, because a lot of people like to prove me wrong, and they'll do it and go, look, I did it my way. But it's a lot easier if you just stick to the procedures, please. So I'm going to stick to the procedures. First thing I'm going to do myself, does Mr. Morrow like having negative x's? So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to factor that out. So I have x minus 2 over x squared plus 2x plus 1. Stay, change, flip. Now, it just becomes a multiplication. So do it the same exact way you did before. So I have a negative 1 times x minus 2 over. This is going to be x plus 1 times x plus 1. Difference of squares. Thank you. X plus 1 times x minus 1. Excellent. Over. What times what is 10? Negative 10, but I have to get is positive 3. Positive 5. Negative 2. Now the fun part. X plus 1, x plus 1, x minus 2, and x minus 2. So my answer is going to be a negative times an x minus 1 over x plus 1 times x plus 5. Am I making sense to you, my brothers? So it's exactly the same thing, guys. Don't let this stress you out. It's exactly the same thing, except you state change, flip first. Is that cool? All right, let me go ahead and hold on. Okay. I just want to have it so that you can see the next problem. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Now, remember, stay, change, flip. Please be careful with that. That's where most of my students get it wrong. They'll tell me, but Moro, I factored it correctly. Look, and I'll tell them, you did, bro. You forgot to stay, change, flip. So stay, change, flip right from the beginning. So stay, change, flip. So, what's my first factor trinomial? X plus 4, x plus 1, awesome, over x minus 4, x plus 3, you are on fire, times. Okay, don't take out a negative, because you want the highest exponent to be positive here. So I would just take out a 2x, my brother. Leave me with an x minus 3. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you would have taken out a negative, my man, you were going to have a 3 minus x left over. No. You're doing great. You're human. Great job. Thank you, son. And then over a difference of squares, so x plus 1, x minus 1. And now you got to admit this is kind of fun. You get rid of x plus 1. And that's it. In this case, it's a long answer. So this answer is going to be 2x, x plus 4, x minus 3, over x minus 4, x plus 3, times x minus 1. Yes, sir. Are they ever going to give you a question where one of the polynomials can't be factored? They can. Sure. There's going to be some sort of factoring though, because you're going to get rid of something. You're always going to have something you're going to divide. Something's always going to cancel out, my man. Thank you for asking, sir. All right, first things first, stay, change, flip. So let's stay, change, flip it. Stay, change, flip. Okay, let's factor. What do I got here in my first numerator? That's exactly right. X plus 7, x plus 1, over x minus 4, x plus 3, awesome, times, is a good one, x plus 4, x minus 2. How does 4 times 2 give you 24? 9 times 4 is not 24 either, guys.
Oh, sorry, 9 times 3.
9 times 3 is 27.
8 times 3. No,
8 plus 3 is 11.
I said 8 times 3 is 24.
It's prime, guys. 1 and 24 doesn't work. 2 and 12 isn't going to work. 3 and 8 doesn't work. 4 and 6 does not work. What else goes in? Nothing. So it's prime. No, just that particular trinomial. You just write it down like I'm doing. Over, and now let's factor that denominator. X plus 4, x minus 2. Okay, we can still have fun, I think. No. No fun at all. Well, that's not fun. Am I making sure 24? Yeah, no, it's prime. So, yeah, this one would be prime.
So you can't factor anything out like that, it's automatically.
No. The question was, if you can't factor out 1, it's automatically prime. No. I've seen it where you can factor out, where you can't factor out 1, but you'll have one of these canceling out. Oh yeah, if you can't factor anything out in the whole problem, yeah, you just the answer is actually, yeah, you're not factoring. You're not factoring. This would be your answer right here. This would be your answer. Because you've multiplied it out as much as you can. If you wanted to, you could connect it here. because it's numerator times numerator. But yeah, that's a bad one. I may have messed up, maybe. I don't know. Okay, next. Stay. Change. Flip. So in this case, I got an x plus 3. I got a 2, so I got an x minus 4 times 4x plus 9. So I can get rid of a 2, but that's it. So I'm going to have 2x times x plus 3 over 9 times x minus 4. Does that make sense? You gave me a crazy look there. Talk to me, man. That's what I'm here for, bro. You sure?
Oh yeah, it was that. I was wondering what you factored out, but it's the 4x and the 2. Both the 2 can be factored out.
Okay, you're good? You promise? All right, my man. Let's do it then. Awesome. Okay, let's do another one. How about this one? Stay. Change. Flip. Okay, what does my first numerator factor out to? X plus y, x plus y. Well done. Over. Thank you. Factor out of 3, you got an x plus y. Times. What's this bad boy? It's a difference of squares. A plus b, a minus b, over a minus b. Now the fun part. Get rid of the x plus y, get rid of an a minus b. My answer is going to be x plus y times a plus b over 3. And last but not least, stay.
Teachers, please pardon this interruption for today's current announcement.
Okay, sorry about that. Had announcements there. Okay, so stay, and I'll be nice and I'll go ahead and factor it. It's going to be negative 7 plus 1. And this down here is going to be x plus 5, x minus 5. Change to multiplication, flip. Remember, there's a 1 as a denominator, so that's 1 over x minus 7. The x minus 7 cancels, so I got x plus 1 over x plus 5 times x minus 5. If you put a 1 outside of the x plus 1 like this, it's okay. It's just not very professional because it's implied. But you were not doing anything wrong. I will not mark that wrong. You will not see it like that on an SAT, though. Thank you for asking. Great question. Okay, let's just knock out these last few. Okay, I did this on purpose, guys. This is the numerator. That's the stay. Still change to multiplication. And then that's your flip. Okay? It's still stay, change, flip. The first fraction stays, the second fraction flips. So stay. I'm going to go ahead and save some time and factor it out already. Change, flip. I'm factoring it out already. I know you guys want to get out of here, so I'm trying hard to make that happen. Now the fun part. X plus 4 is cancel. Now here, what's common factor between 12x and 4x squared? 4x. So how many times does 4x go into 4x squared? X times. How many times does 4x go into 12x? Just 3 straight up. So it's 3 times x minus 4 over 5x. Done, done, done. Stay, change, flip. Stay. I'm factoring it out already, guys. Change, flip. Now, look at what happens here. This is a negative a. What should I have done instead? Yeah, Why don't we factor out a negative 10? Because when you factor out a negative 10, you're going to get a minus b. And now life is a little bit easier. 7c goes into 7c squared how many times? C times. 7c goes into 21c 3 times. 5 goes into 5 1 time. 5 goes into negative 10 negative 2 times. A minus b goes bye-bye with a minus b. So my answer? 3.
No, negative 2c. Negative 2c.
Negative 3 over 2c. I always get used to bringing the negative up to the numerator. Remember, numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator.
Would it be right if the negative below that?
Okay, would it be right like this? Yes. Don't get in that habit though. Get in the habit of moving it up to the top, and you're going to see why when we're adding and subtracting them. Yes, sir. The middle works as well. The middle works as well. Yes, sir. Okay, last two and we're done, I promise. This is just multiply. So let's factor it. What is it going to factor out to be? X plus 2y and x plus y over x plus y x minus y times x minus y. Take out a 3. And then here, I'm going to take out a 9 first. Giving me an x squared plus xy minus 2. 2y squared. Thank you. So this is going to be x plus 2y and x minus y. Correct? So cancel, 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 cancel. So I'm left with 1/3. So I'm left with 1 over 3 times x minus y. Okay? And last but not least, stay, change, flip. Remember, that's over 1. So I'm going to take out a 3, giving me 2x minus 3. Cancel, cancel. 1/9 is my answer. Thank you very much. Hope you learned a lot. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Homework is valid.